Trying to live my life better every day. Yeah. Don't take for granted I'm living. It's mine, baby. I just wanna live life. Life is good.
Yeah, that's gonna be a very interesting fight because Barrios has a very knowledgeable coach in terms of strategy, in terms of being a strategist, and if his coach can get his fighter to execute, being Barrios, a game plan, and again, it's going to be interesting to see what that game plan is. Is is Virgil going to come at him with the plan of maintaining distance and controlling the space, and uh, and when Gervonta gets in his range to smother his punches and tie him up, and then work on some inside fighting. Like if I need to see that. I wonder if they've been working on inside fighting in camp. Tying them up, swinging. Swing with this hand while you have that arm. That gritty Andre Ward stuff that Andre Ward gives Virgil Hunter credit for teaching him. He says,
Yeah.
he's on record saying that when he was young, Virgil told him the importance of inside fighting and fighting out of clinches before the referee can break it up, getting those wind knocking punches in the body that breaks a fighter down. You don't get credit for it on the scorecards, and people don't talk about him really that much. But the fighter that you fighting, he feels it. That kind of stuff. And let's see, is Mario gonna lean on him? Like you said, he's coming down. He's fighting at 140. He's the bigger guy, and lean that weight on Gervonta Davis and tie him up. And it's going to be a lot of different things that I want to see what happens if these different scenarios happen in the fight that I look forward to, because I really think that it's a fight that Mario Barrios can win. It's a fight that he can win. Now, will he win is a whole different thing, because I know, like I said, I think it's a fight Mario Barrios can win, but I know it's a fight that Gervonta Davis can win.
Yeah.
Think about the style that the fighter fights, and if does he have the foot the movement and the ability to move uh, away from, because the other part that people don't talk about outside of Gervonta Davis's power is his boxing skill, his ability
Yeah.
to not only cut the ring off as he's stalking his opponent, but also how he has the ability to close the distance. Just here a little bit, there a little bit, and before you know it, he's in his range of where he wants to work at, and he's hitting you with shots that you didn't think that he should be able to hit you from. And so that's what I'm saying. I think if I was training him, the game plan would be: look, this is going to happen because this is the level of boxer that you're facing. Gervonta Davis is going to get inside of you, but he doesn't want to work on the inside. He wants to work in the mid range. You see, because you have mid range, you have long range, and then you have inside boxing. Those
Mm-hmm.
are all different things. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying that you can smother his power, because there's two ways to negate power: fighting him at the distance and using that with however many inches of reach advantage that you have, or you can smother the power. It's not just one way to negate power. It's not only by keeping them at a distance. You can also smother the power by
Smothering
getting
punches.
in
That's
close
right.
with them. That's what I'm saying. Virgil Hunter is a boxing strategist, and he is aware of that. So whereas people, you can always have that as your A game, but then if okay, my fighter is a fighter who likes to throw punches, and he has that machismo about him, I'm just going to tell him that I'm going to teach him how to throw punches on the inside, where his punches are going to be more effective because of technique, and he can also take the time to lean on the smaller guy. That's what I'm saying. But of course, the game plan, as far as uh, plan A, should be to fight behind your jab, control the distance, but you have to take into consideration that you're fighting a guy whose skills we haven't even got a chance to really see on the professional level, and his skill set is greater than people give him credit for, and he can get on the inside of you, and he will get on the inside of you at some point in time. The key is to make him overcommit on the inside because you step to him and that you smother his punching power. Don't let him fight mid range. If he gets caught fighting mid range, he's gonna lose those exchanges. He needs to fight extra close or far away behind his jab and his straight right. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And I'm eager to see. I'm eager to see if he's able to
I
do
can't
that.
wait for that fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be an intriguing fight. You know, it's more intriguing than people are giving it credit for.
Yeah.
And I salute Gervonta Davis for taking the challenge. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't stress enough. Like, I know people are shitting on this fight. I hear it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how you guys are. I don't know how they don't respect Mario Barrios, and I don't know how they disrespect Gervonta Davis. You know what I mean? It's really weird to me.
I've been trying to tell my friends about this fight because they follow boxers. They don't necessarily follow the sport of boxing.
That's what I was going. Yeah, I was gonna say because they don't know the fighters exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I've been trying to tell them. I was like, "Hey, man, this kid Tank's fighting ain't no pushover now. I'm riding with Tank. I don't care. It sound like you betting with the other guy. Sound like you going." I'm like, "No, I'm just letting you know. If this dude drop Tank in this fight, don't be shocked." So it's just one of them fights, man, where Tank's daring to be great. Now, when this fight was first announced and when I first started hearing about Tank moving up to 140, I had a different opinion about it because I thought that Big Head Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather were doing him a disservice because I felt like the bigger fights for Tank were at 130. You had Valdez, you had Gary Russell sitting down there at 126, ready to move up and make that fight with you. You had Shakur Stevenson coming into his own. You had these two guys fighting for the vacant IBF belt that JoJo Diaz lost on the scale. I mean, you had a lot of good fights at 130 and even 135 that you could have made, but they jumped him up 2 weight classes to take on a guy like Mario Barrios. You know, I just thought they did him a disservice. Not necessarily put him in a bad position, but just I thought there were bigger fights to be had at these lower weight classes. But yeah, man, he dared to be great. He's jumping up 2 weight classes. He's trying to get a foothold in that division before T.O. and Devin come up. So, you know, in the long run, I can't say that it was a bad idea, but now you're stuck because I don't think he's going to be able to go back down and make 130 again. And I think they tried to keep him away from T.O. and Devin, to be honest. So there's that. But I'm just responding to somebody in the chat. They said Lubin will stop Rosario. I think that fight's going to be a bloodbath, to be honest. That is a very, very, very good fight. Lubin and Rosario. I think that fight's going to be a bloodbath. I have no idea who's going to win that fight.
Yeah, we'll see how they come out and fight each other because sometimes fighters don't fight the way that we think they're going to fight in fights.
Mm-hmm.
It be like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how camps be funny and things be happening in camps, and there'll be a whole lot of different stuff. But
or they just come out and show each other too much respect. We've had that with fights that are supposed to be fight of the year or fight of the night candidates, and you know, these guys come out and they just show each other too much respect, and neither guy's willing to pull the trigger.
Shout out to Boxing Truth Sermon. Salute to you too, fam.
Yeah, salute to everybody in the chat, man, who came through here tonight. I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah,
there's some good conversations going on. Good conversations going on in the chat.
The Brotherhood.
Shout out to the Brotherhood. UGC Flame came through.
Yeah, I seen that. H Money still in the building. Spam in the comment section. I see you.
Yeah, he's dropping off that nonsense. Shout out to H Money, man.
H Money in the building.
Mr. Supreme. He ain't Mr. DAZN no more, though, is he?
What's his name? NO Boxing. still in the building. But I want to say some God Body Sports and News. He said Barrios likes to scrap, so he will likely get knocked out. And that's what I'm talking about. If he gets caught just, getting into that machismo and feeding off the crowd and gets into a slugfest with Gervonta Davis in the mid range, we're gonna see, and it's easy for me to say, oh well, Gervonta's gonna knock the guy out, but I still don't know how his power transitions to 140 the 40-pound weight division when the bright lights are on and it's for all the marbles. You know what I mean? It's one thing to get stoppages in sparring because certain guys are working on certain things versus when the bright lights are on, right? And you're fighting another undefeated champion. So, and Mario Barrios has never been knocked out in the pros. So you got to show me. You got to show
say he's undefeated. He ain't lost, period.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. So for me to just be easy to throw out Gervonta's going to win by knockout, I can easily say that because I know Gervonta Davis's punching power, and I've heard from people who have witnessed him spar in the gym what he can do to these bigger guys. I've seen that, but it's another thing when the bright lights are on and it's for all the marbles and it's a fight night to do it then against a game opponent who may be able to execute an intelligent and strategic fight plan. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different variables go into that. And so I'm eager to see what happens, I'm eager to see what happens.
Yeah, you got to know it's been a long time coming. Yeah, some niggas that I run with, sitting up in jail cells, suffering, sitting on the outside, suffering. Hard to imagine that close to you living life so tragic. So I spit it so graphic. Poverty on my blocks by the masses.